So welcome back to another My League rebuild here in NBA 2K20. In today's video, we're going to be doing a Memphis Grizzlies rebuild. Did a couple offseason rebuilds in my most recent videos. Going to be doing a normal Memphis Grizzlies rebuild here today. So this team, I wouldn't say they're in shambles. They definitely have some nice young pieces that we can work with, but they're not going to be contending if I don't do anything for a very long time. So Ja Morant has looked so good. I would say probably 90% chance at the moment he's the rookie of the year. Been absolutely unbelievable, up to an 82 overall. He's absolutely not going anywhere for this whole video. Jaren Jackson Jr., very excited to see what I can do with their first-round pick last year out of Michigan State. I definitely think he can develop into an absolute stud. Kind of weird that him and Ja Morant have the same three-point shot, but I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and tell you I watched a ton of Grizzlies games. So, Valanciunas ended up re-signing this past offseason after they made the trade with the Toronto Raptors, sending them Marcus Gasol. Excuse me. I think personally I can give him at least 1 year. I'm interested to see how him and Jackson do as a front court. Brandon Clark, straight up, going to be honest, don't know anything about. Their other first-round pick from 2019. He's up to a 78 overall, so it looks like he's playing super well. I'll try to keep him. I'm not going to sit here and tell you I know anything about him, because I don't. Just being honest. Iguodala, just buy the guy out. I mean, why are you leaving him on this shit show of a team? I'm trading him right now. Like, I mean, look. We're just absolutely jam-packed at the small forward position. Second guy traded here is probably going to be Jay Crowder, because I do want to start Josh Jackson. See if I can maybe develop him a little bit at all, and then Kyle Anderson will probably come off the bench. But yeah, these two are going to be traded. Dylan Brooks here as well probably will be in the starting lineup. They want Grayson Allen in there for the time being, but Andre Iguodala playing for the Grizzlies is just so straight up weird. But so I'm going to trade Jay Crowder and Andre Iguodala right now, potentially for a starting shooting guard. Just see what we can get. I mean, together they're making like 22 mil, so we should be able to get technically a decently good starter. That's just what you would think. Actually, closer to $24 million. Devontae Graham is up to an 80 overall. Look at that. I do not want to give up a first-round pick for him, though. Ricky Rubio, I want a 3-year deal. Again, it's a first-round pick I just don't want to give up. All right, let me look at some guys here. Because if I'm going to trade for a shooting guard, I kind of need somebody who's, like, good, but, like, I don't have to give up a ton for that can maybe develop. I know that's a lot right there to ask for, but I think I can get it done. I think I can get it done. Like maybe a CJ McCollum, only an 85 overall. If I throw in a couple picks as well, he's actually only goes down to 3 stars when he's here. They want Jonas Valanciunas. They'll give me Hassan Whiteside. Honestly, I can live with that. I was going to trade Valanciunas after the season anyways. McCollum's going to come in and be a guy that's going to be basically our number 2 scoring option, maybe even our number 1 behind Ja Morant, whatever it is. We have to give up a Utah Jazz first-round pick in 2020, not the end of the world. So I like that deal. Welcome to the team, Hassan and CJ. Definitely excited to see what you guys can do here to potentially help us win. So we're obviously not really going to be competing for much here in this first season. I definitely do like our starting lineup, though. So I am still going to start Josh Jackson. I think he obviously has more potential than Kyle Anderson, so that's what I'm going to do. Brandon Clark off the bench is going to be playing about 25. Dylan Brooks is going to get about 14. Tyus Jones is going to get about, yeah, that's fine there. Grayson Allen will be in the G League, no need to worry there. And then, yeah, just Anthony Melton's is not playing. So Whiteside's going to play about 34, 35 here. Jackson's going to play about 32, 35, 37 there, honestly. We'll actually go 36, and then we'll give a 36 here to McCollum as well. So, yeah, that is going to be the rotation for the first year. I'm going to go ahead and send some young guys to the G League. That includes DeAnthony Melton is a free agent after this year, so I'm not going to do it. Jesus Christ, Grayson Allen's 24. But, yeah, still going to send him to the G League. Maybe he can develop a little bit. If not, I don't really care. I hate Grayson Allen anyways. So, Ja Morant, CJ McCollum, Josh Jackson, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Hassan Whiteside. Off the bench, Brandon Clark, Kyle Anderson, Dylan Brooks, and Tyus Jones. So, I'm excited to see what this team can do. I definitely think they have a lot of potential, and I'll see you guys at the end of the first year. So we end the first year going 38 and 44. It's kind of an annoying spot because I highly doubt we made the playoffs, and we're probably not going to have a good pick, even though I think Boston has their pick anyways. LeBron James, MVP, 29 points, 6.5 boards, 11 assists. Very solid year from him. Ja Morant does get Rookie of the Year for us. That's what I like to see. DeMarcus Cousins, 6-man in L.A. Kawhi, Shai Gilgeous, whatever the fuck his name is. Everybody always criticizes me for it. And then Doc Rivers, Coach of the Year for the Clippers. So, as I thought, not in the playoffs. We'll see what number we are. I'm assuming we're probably we're the 9 seed, obviously, which is basically going to give us a lottery pick, but it's not a lottery pick. So, player stats on the year, leading scoring, I'm guessing, CJ McCollum, Ja Morant, Jaren Jackson Jr. He's going to get those boards up a little bit, though. Or, excuse me, that's Josh Jackson. Jaren Jackson Jr., I mean, he still does have to get those boards up, but good to see Josh Jackson out here. 16.5 points after everybody kind of called him Busto. I know he's been playing well in the G League in real life a little bit this year. Hassan Whiteside, 12.5, all I really need from him. Probably going to look to re-sign him this offseason unless I can kind of find somebody better. I mean, I will have a decent amount of cap space. Brandon Clark is our 6-man, super solid, 11 points. 7.5 boards, Brooks, Tyus Jones. So, as I mentioned, not in the playoffs. Kind of want to look to build this team around our backcourt. It's obviously solid. I don't really plan on changing it for the rest of this video, unless like some crazy trade offer comes up for CJ McCollum. But I just know how well John Morant does develop into this game. He turns into basically an MVP caliber type player by the third and final year. So if I can get that going, that's obviously going to be key for us. But yeah, 38 wins is more than I thought this team was going to get. So hey, I'll definitely take that. Looking forward to this. I want to figure out if we do have our draft pick. That's going to be huge, whether I can trade that or not. Depending on if we get lucky in the lottery, whatever it may be. So it's going to be a Nets war. What? Oh, it's because I don't play with injuries on, so Steph's playing and Clay are playing. So Nets, Warriors in the finals here. Two teams who could theoretically be in the finals if they weren't so injury prone. Warriors going to win the finals. Steph Curry finals MVP. So let's head into this first offseason. Definitely excited about what we can potentially do here. Let's head up to staff signing. I kind of want my own staff. Yeah, you're fired. You suck. You suck. You're okay. You can stay and you suck. So give me that A- trainer, assistant coach. I'll go Trent Peterson. Head coach, Popovich, not going to happen. Jacob Underwood. Mike Stauffer, if he wanted to come in here, I would not mind that at all. Owen Masters. And then CFO, Kevin Nicholson. So, all right. Okay. I don't care about my assistant GM that much. Owen Masters. I still do have the budget. I don't know why it says I don't. This game is just so broken. Jesus Christ. Let's head up to the draft now, see what we're working with in the draft pick department. So we do not have our first round pick. I believe the Celtics do have it. Let's see what that ended up for them. It's the 14th overall pick, not the end of the world anyways. So I'm definitely thinking about making some trades. Grayson Allen's going to come out and be a 78 or overall, so he can be my backup shooting guard. I don't think I'm going to have John Morant have a backup next year. I want him to play as many minutes as possible, but I'm okay with CJ McCollum having a backup. So we are going to have some cap space after I move some guys here. Tyus Jones, not paying you $8 million, dude. It's just not happening. Vincent Poirier from the Celtics. Pat Beverly. I love me some Pat Beverly, but not going to do that. Kind of just looking for a first-round pick. Detroit's going to give me one. I'm going to obviously take that trade. Detroit and their bad contracts just mesh very, very well together. So, Bruno Caboclo, not a... What pick was he? He was a... Okay, he's the 20th overall pick. I don't know why I thought he was a little bit of a higher pick. First-round pick from the Bucks and a trade exception. Bruno Caboclo, 2 stars. Never going to question that. Kyle Anderson, $9.5 million. I believe Greg Popovich did give him this contract. Or no, was it Greg Popovich who had the option to match it and he just didn't? Whatever it was. Something along the lines of when Kyle Anderson was still in the Spurs, or technically a free agent for the Spurs. First round pick from the Pistons once again. Detroit coming in clutch. So the team's okay for now. Definitely kind of looking to see if I can maybe make a decent splash in free agency this offseason. I don't even know who that was. D'Anthony Melton, I'm not going to give a qualifying offer to. I think I'm fine to move on from him. So let's see what we can do. Definitely have some options here. Anthony Davis is a free agent. I'm going to try. If he wants to come to Memphis, he can. I don't... Oh, wow. We're number 2. We got close. No cigar, though. DeMar DeRozan looks like he's going to be going to the Raptors, even though they're not giving him a ton of money. Brandon Ingram, like, most likely will get matched. Drummond, I don't really need. Do I have bird rights on Whiteside? I don't. That's a real kick in the ass, isn't it? How much money do I have? Theoretically, I do have enough for 2 max deals. 32 million, and DeRozan wants 34. That might end up kind of sucking for me. Might have to look to move on from like Grayson Allen or whoever the hell these 2 are. Oh, I had 2 second-round picks, didn't I? All right, well, I don't want either of those guys. They're just wasting up money. So I'm going to try to give Montrezl Harrell like a little bit of a low ball offer, like 97 million, and then I'm also going to try to go after DeMar DeRozan, who I don't think is going to accept our contract. Wow, they both did. Okay, really didn't think that was going to happen. Both of you, welcome to the team. Those are 2 very, very big additions. Anthony Davis goes to the Knicks. That would have been cool if we got him, but did not think Harrell or DeRozan... Well, I thought Harrell might have, but even though we lowballed him, I definitely did not think DeRozan would. Actually, they only gave him 18 million, so obviously he did. I probably could have lowballed him a little bit too. So this team's looking solid for now. Definitely want to get a backup center and a backup small forward. Maybe I'll actually do a backup point guard for the first year, depending on what my options are. Actually, you know what? Let's give Chris Dunn a chance. Chris Dunn, young guy, former very high overall pick. I believe what number was he? Was he like number 5 or 6 overall? Number 5 overall. We're going to end up giving him an offer here. He's going to accept, and then I do need a backup center as well. Can I pay? I can pay Whiteside still? That's how you know this game is broken. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'll see you guys at the start of year number 2. So year number 2, this is how the rotation is going to look. Very excited to see how this team can do. Definitely kind of changed up pretty much the whole dynamic of the team. John Morant, CJ McCollum still going to be our backcourt. I definitely think the addition of a DeMar DeRozan, though, who's kind of having an off year in real life, but I think he can perform pretty well in 2K, especially because he's Gonna be kind of one. I mean, he is technically the leading option in San Antonio, but you know what? New home, new phase. Excited to see what we can do. Jaren Jackson Jr. is developing nicely, and then Montrezl Harrell, our new signing at the starting center spot. Good to see what he can do. The game let me re-sign Whiteside. I'm obviously not going to say no to that. Brandon Clark still going to be off the bench for us. Chris Dunn, new home here in Memphis, and then Grayson Allen, who I just despise, but he can shoot the ball. So he's going to be here as our 9th and final man. This team will most likely make the playoffs, hopefully as a top 3-4 seed. I'll see you guys at the end of the second season. So winning year number 2 here, 49-33. Not as good as I wanted to be. We're obviously still in the playoffs here, so that's okay. Giannis Antetokounmpo, MVP. James Wiseman, Rookie of the Year. He ended up in Dallas. Cole Anthony, 6th man. Ended up in OKC. Kawhi Leonard, even the Player of the Year. Jarrett Culver, Most Improved. It's interesting to see. And Mike D'Antoni, Coach of the Year. So we are in the playoffs as a 3 seed. I was hoping for a couple more wins, but still, I'll take the seeding wise. That would have been a 5 seed in the East. Weird to think the East is better than the West. DeMar DeRozan, super solid season, led us in scoring. CJ McCollum, John Morant, Montrezl Harrell, Jaren Jackson Jr., Hassan Whiteside off the bench, almost averaged a double-double. So pretty happy where this team is at right now. Rebounds per game went to Whiteside, assists went to John Morant. I definitely think we can still do some damage taking on Portland here in the first round. We did take CJ McCollum from them, and I don't think we really sent them much back. So excited to see what this team can do here. We are up 3-0, and we do end up... No, come on. Okay, winning in 6. I was going to say, if we blow a 3-0 lead, there's a problem. Golden State here in round number 2. They're kind of like the now, where we're kind of like the future, but we'll see what we can do. We are 2-2 with them right now. We go down 3-2, and we lose in 6. So we got a 3rd and final year coming up here. I'm excited to see what we can do with it. I definitely think we can, you know, develop this team into something that can win a championship. I mean, that's obviously the goal every year. Warriors, 76ers in the finals. I think it's just going to take maybe 1-2 moves max. Like, that's it. Warriors going to win the finals. Steph Curry, finals MVP. So the dynasty technically has not fallen, I guess. Steph signing now. Don't really think I need to change much here. Yeah, we're all set there. So let's head up to the draft. Did trade for a few picks. Will any of them kind of pan out in anything? We will see. We have the 4th overall pick from the Hawks, the 11th overall pick from the Pistons, and the 24th overall pick from us. That's huge. I definitely think maybe seeing if I can trade one of these two for somebody a little bit better. I don't know who that would be, because pretty much everybody at this point in this game is impossible to trade for, which is, you know, obviously fun. If I were to do DeMar DeRozan for Ben Simmons, he's not untouchable. 4th overall pick, 11th overall pick. You can have Chris Dunn too. They can't even afford that. And I'll just give you more 1st round picks. I don't know if this is going to go through. If this could somehow go through with one more pick, yeah. Had to try. Would have been cool. Probably not going to happen. Can they afford Brandon Clark? If I already, oh no, he's a free agent. Can't afford Chris Dunn. Damn. Ben Simmons would have been a huge pickup. Donovan Mitchell's a free agent. D'Angelo Russell, low-key, could be kind of interesting and enticing. Devin Booker is not a guy I've gotten in a minute, so if I can get Devin Booker for CJ McCollum, oh yeah, I can definitely do this. And just have the 4th. I don't even care. Take whatever it takes. It's fine. It's the only trades I'm basically making. Dude, seriously, if this doesn't go through. Are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me? They agreed to that. All right, I just give up way too much for Devin Booker. I don't really care. It's the final season anyways. We're not drafting anybody, so let me just trade the 14th pick in the 2nd round. Get that out of the way. Now up to team player options here. I don't know if we're going to have many free agents because all these guys, yeah, they're on options. They all kind of developed well. Yeah, no qualifying offers. I don't really think we have a free agent, which is going to be kind of nice and pretty key, to be honest. Moratorium here. Let me double check. Yeah, nobody here. I'll check the team. Might look to improve Chris Dunn. I'm going to move Grayson Allen to the backup small forward spot. I believe his overall does not change that much. Yeah, it doesn't change at all. Just because I don't think Devin Booker needs a backup. Brandon Clark's fine. Whiteside's obviously fine. So let me see if I can do something here with Chris Dunn and improve that backup point guard spot. Obviously, whoever it is not going to be playing a ton of minutes. Just kind of seeing if I can get a higher overall. Like Reggie Jackson, he's just 31 though, which kind of makes me a little nervous. You know what, screw it. I've never really gotten Reggie Jackson. Worst comes to worst, he'll probably be a 79. He's also a veteran, which will help. We're all set. I'll see you guys at the start of the 3rd and final year. So 3rd and final year here. This is how the team is going to look. John Morant, Devin Booker is our new backcourt. I definitely think they're going to be a lethal 1-2 punch that pretty much nobody can contain. DeMar DeRozan, Regress is super bad in this game. He's down on 84. He's still going to be solid. It's fine. Jaren Jackson Jr. and then Montrezl Harrell off the bench. Brandon Clark up to an 82, going to be our new 6th man. Hassan Whiteside, Grayson Allen, and then Reggie Jackson. I'm excited to see how this team can do. Hopefully get a championship. I'll see you guys at the end of the 3rd and final year. So into the 3rd and final year here, 63-19. Giannis Antetokounmpo, MVP. Jalen Johnson, Rookie of the Year. D'Angelo Russell, 6th man. In Golden State, just play Clay at small forward, play D-Lo at shooting guard. It's not a hard concept. Giannis Defensive Player of the Year. Vernon Carey Jr., Most Improved. Interesting to see. Mike Stauffer does get Coach of the Year. You know, we kind of got one realistic chance here. I didn't really think we were going to come close to winning it last year. This is kind of it. We're a 1 seed. About as good as it's going to get, I think, if we're going to be honest. So, this is it. Rebounds, Montrezl Harrell. Assists, Ja Morant. Got the Phoenix Suns here in the 1st round. We gave him C.J. McCollum. Devin Booker is better. I don't really think that's a debate. I'm trying to get to the NBA Finals. I really think we can do it. I think this team is definitely good enough. We're up 2-1, 2-2. God damn it. This is not what the boys like to see. 3-2, 3-3, and okay. We win the 1st round. San Antonio Spurs round number 2. We did take DeMar DeRozan from them. I honestly forget who we gave them for. I think it was just a bunch of filler players, if we're being honest here. But we sweep them on to the West Finals, taking on the Houston Rockets. It's going to be the Knicks and the Hawks there in the East. Please let me face the Knicks. Like, that would be such a dream scenario. It looks like we're going to be facing the Hawks if we do make it, though. Up 3-1, and we're going to the NBA Finals, taking on the Hawks. They added Tobias Harris and Anthony Edwards and Michael Porter Jr. That's awesome. Like, what the hell? Okay, we're up 3-1, though. Did not think that was going to happen. All right, come on. We're here in Memphis trying to close them out, and come on. If we can just hold this lead, we'll be getting a championship here. See you guys in there. So we got a pretty decent lead right now. Not really worried about it. I think we can definitely get this one done. Ja Morant, 23 points in the night. You want to just drive right to the rack, going to get fouled, color it up. Oh, I wanted that and one right there. Would have been nice, but Ja Morant going to go to the line for 2. I don't know how the Hawks got all those like studs on their team. Doesn't make much sense to me. Good for them. Ja Morant, 2nd free throw up and good as well. I give him 25 in the night. So, thankfully, it looks like we're going to be winning a championship here. Would have been pretty disappointed, for being honest, if I can't do that. Also, I saw an article yesterday, because I'm seeing Fred VanVleet in the game right now, that said Fred VanVleet is going to demand like 20 to 30 million annually in free agency. I understand he had a great NBA Finals and a good playoff run, but that is just straight up ridiculous. That is why there's like so many like Chandler Parsons in today's NBA and Nicholas Batums in today's NBA, because teams overpay for guys that like play well for small stretches of time. Like, he's a very, very good backup point guard. He's a he's a solid starting point guard. Is he worth 20 to 30 million a year? No, it's not. That's like almost a third of your team's salary cap. That's just straight up just not worth it. Like, is he really one of the big 3 guys that you think is going to lead you to a championship? Because I don't think he is. I don't even know who that is. That guy had 2 last names, I'm pretty sure. I just don't think he is. I don't think that's smart. Some team would probably do it, though. Devin Booker going to go right up, going to get the easy layup to go. Awesome to see. Probably do one more defensive possession and one more offensive possession. And call it a finals. Up 3-1 here, closing them out in our home arena. That's obviously what the boys like to see. Dianco Badji, no clue who that is. Couldn't even give you a guess. Is this Troy Brown Jr.? Maybe. This dude is big, whoever this is. Okay, we foul. I'm not sitting through all this. I'll see you guys in the finals MVP. So I'm going to guess finals MVP, either Ja Morant or Devin Booker. It is Ja Morant, so that's cool to see. So we got a championship with this team. Very happy we could do that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, feel free to leave a like down below. If you guys are new, please make sure to subscribe. Trying to get my sub count out as well. Go follow me on Twitter. The link is in the description. If you guys have any other video ideas for either normal rebuild, off-season rebuilds, whatever it may be, please leave them down below. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching. Catch you guys all in the next one.